Hello guys and welcome back. In this episode we're going to be talking about how too many guys are settling for less. They've got these checkpoints where they're copping out at different times. They're not making it to the goals that they want to get to, okay? And this is happening a lot from this middle area, which I'm going to show you now in this picture. So you've got the cheapest options on the left, the easiest options, the MVP options, which is the minimum viable product. This is what I would advise, okay? And then you've got this big middle bracket where I believe most people drain their funds. Most people see their money disappear in life because of this middle bracket. And in short, keeping up with the Joneses, if you're familiar with that term, which is spending money to impress others, all right? Keeping up with the neighbors and people, making sure that people know that you're doing well, etc. All the bollocks that comes with it. Then on the right-hand side is your dream life. Now, that's subjective to you, okay? What most people do is they move from the left and they try and get to the right. The trick, and what I mean by that is move from the left and move through all the way through each stage to the right. The trick is, as the arrow shows, is to jump, to leapfrog from the left all the way to the right and miss out that whole grey middle ground in the middle. The reason you do that is because that middle ground is what I call the settling zone. That is where everyone settles in life and just kind of cops out in order to, like I said, keep up with the Joneses. So the stage on the left, this is where, let's use a house as an example. This is where you rent a shit place, maybe something like a shipping container that's been converted into a home, and it's like $200 a month. Or you rent like a bed sit for $200 a month, okay? And you save a ton of money and you're able to reinvest that into your business, compound effect over time, that money adds up. Now you've got millions, you go and get your dream house, okay? You've leapfrogged. What most people will do is they'll start at that shit house. When they earn a bit more money, they'll go, about time I got a better house now. They'll go and get something for $1,000 a month on rent. They'll earn a bit more money, maybe get a promotion, maybe their business has gone well, whatever it might be. Then they'll buy the next house and the next house and the next house. And it's just a game of upgrading step by step. And it's what fucks most people's lives up along the way. I think I need to move that light. Never mind. It's what messes people's lives up along the way. That they're not willing to sacrifice that entire middle gap so that they don't keep up with the Joneses, so that people aren't going, okay, Chris is doing well for himself. Chris has got a nice car. He must be a millionaire. It's like, no, I'd rather just have all the shittest stuff and just reinvest all the money that I would be putting into a new house, a new car, new clothes. I'd rather reinvest all that money, save a fair bit of it as well. And then when that money starts working even harder for me, I can leapfrog all the way to my dream life. And I think, okay, now is the time to cash in my chips. I don't want to cash out early. That's what people are doing. They're cashing out here and then here again, and then here again, and then here again. And then they fall short of their dream life. Unless they've got low ambitions, but they usually fall short of their dream life because all the money they've spent here could have been used for that one thing. Well, reinvested to then get to that one thing. It's kind of like a pole vault effect, okay? Now, it works for every concept except women, and I'll go through a couple more. So when you have a car, let's say instead of having a car, you have a bus pass. It gets you from A to B, sorted. You know, you don't look great, maybe girls aren't too interested in you, but it gets you started and you're on that, you're on that ladder. It gets you going where you need to get. The money you save, you reinvest, takes you to your dream life. Here's what most people do, as we know. Most people will have the bus pass, get fed up with not being able to attract women. Maybe their friends are laughing at them. They will then go and get a BMW 1 Series. They will then 3 years later go and get a Range Rover. 7, 8 years later, they'll save up for a Mercedes. 10 years later, they'll go and buy a BMW i8. Those cars will be old by then, but you get my gist. But their dream car was a Lamborghini. And you're like, well, you're never going to get there because you keep doing this leapfrog effect of upgrade, 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 upgrade. It's a thing in purchasing as well. Like a lot of rich people always say, you're better off buying the most expensive one first time, because if you buy the cheapest thing and then the next most expensive thing and then the next one, and then eventually you keep upgrading, before you know where you are, you would have spent all that money rather than just that one once. And that works a lot of the time when it comes to purchasing. Let's say if you had camera equipment, if you buy the cheapest one, it works, gets you from A to B, then you buy the most expensive one, you can save a lot more money than if you went cheapest one, second cheapest one, middle range, good, great camera, the best camera in the world. Like there's a lot more money than just that one and that one. And this is what a lot of people get wrong. Now, when it comes to women, I truly believe that, you shouldn't start down here. with like 2s and 3s and whatever and say, well, it's fine, I'm just saving money, these women are fine for the time being. I truly think if you see yourself being able to sleep with 9s and 10s up here, and that's your dream life, that's what you want to get to, then all of this, forget about it, cut it all out. I see guys that they want to sleep with Victoria's Secret models, they want to sleep with the most beautiful women on the planet, but because right now they can't, they're willing to sleep with a 5 or a 6 that they don't find attractive. They're willing to sleep with a 4 or 5 because it's comfort. It's like, well, it's sex, it's all I can get right now. Guys, cut all of that shit out. I would honestly rather be single and a virgin for like 15 years and then go, okay, now I'm sleeping with 10s, models, supermodels, whatever it might be, than have a life where you're like, oh, every week for my whole life I slept with a 4 or a 5, a 4 or 5, a 6 occasionally. Oh, great, it was a great night, but then never get to that upper bracket. And the reason I say that with women is because if you ignore women and you put them to one side for a while, you reinvest that time and money, as I've said to you guys before, you'll probably end up getting to the top where you can have these women. But so many guys, let's say you're on a business journey right now, you're motivated, and I've been through this when I'm younger, you're motivated, you're driven, you're focused in on what you want to do and what you want to achieve, and then you start getting those thoughts, like you're not watching porn, you're not masturbating, whatever it is I've told you guys to do, so you start getting horny and you're like, I just want to have sex for one night, just for one night, and then that one night turns into every weekend, then that every weekend turns into, she's alright actually, she supports me, I might make her my girlfriend, and then you go through dates, breakups, whatever, it might not figure out, but even if it's just sex every weekend, you're wasting a ton of time on a woman that, to be honest, you're not really interested in. You're just needy right now, as in needing sex, or you're insecure and you just need something to fill that gap for the time being. Whereas, that's what I'm trying to teach you guys is the people who achieve ultimate success and get to the top, they're willing to leapfrog. With women, I said it's different. So they're going from nothing to straight 10s. That's how they've done it. But when it comes to something like houses, they're going from the worst possible house to the best possible house. And they're forgetting all that middle ground where everyone's fucking competing with each other and keeping up with the Joneses. Same with a car. Bus pass, Lamborghini. None of the in-between shit, okay? Because that's where all the money drains. That's where all the time is drained. That's where, dedicated to your business, working every hour that God sent, every single hour is dedicated to the business, never going out, no social life, traveling the world, doing whatever you want to do, with who you want to do, whenever you want to do it. In between, dedicated to your business, a bit more money comes in, take weekends off, suddenly you're taking weeks off at a time, having more holidays, girlfriend, marriage. Oh, I didn't have time, all the resources to make it to that top level because I wasn't willing to sacrifice. I was getting insecure, I was getting needy, I needed to fill that emotional gap. If you can hold out on that emotional gap and keeping up with the Joneses, and you can forget about that whole grey bracket that I showed you guys at the start, that leapfrog is easy. Because the amount of time and money that you're saving over here and just living that kind of that bum life, as Conor McGregor says, and just having nothing. You could have so much money in your bank account. You could have so much money invested in ideas and projects. You could be technically, without people knowing, a millionaire by way of net worth, but nobody has any fucking idea because you're living like a bum. And then 2 years later, that reinvestment and living that lifestyle and those sacrifices you've made has made so much money, you go from bum life to the dream life. And it would have all been messed up if you had forgot about saving that money, forgot about saving that time, forgot about making those sacrifices, and didn't have that willpower to stick in there for a little bit longer. And you go, okay, I need a woman. She's a 6. She's not what I want. I don't really find her that attractive, but, all my friends are settled down and married. She'll do. I just need something. I'm insecure. I just need something. All my friends have got nice cars. I just feel like I need one. Oh, poor me. I'll go and buy a 1 Series BMW. It's only an $8,000 car. Girls will think I'm hotter. My life will be better. People won't think I'm a bum. I'm scared of what people think. Oh, I'm fed up of living in this shit house. The roof is dripping. Maybe that's a bit much. That's basic needs. But I'm fed up of living in this small, tiny house. I just want something that's, it doesn't have to be great, but it's a bit better. As soon as you start thinking that way, guys, that's when all your money, your time, your efforts will just be wasted. You need to go, like I said, bum life dream life. Bum life, dream life. I wear pretty much the same fucking clothes every day. Why? Bum life, dream life. I cut my own hair. Why? Well, to be honest, because it's gone bald. But I would do it anyway if there was hair there. I'd shave it all to save money. Why? Bum life, dream life. If I go, yeah, get some haircuts. Oh, I'll put some things in between. I'm never going to get to that end goal. If I go, oh, do you know what? I could buy better gym equipment in here. I could have a better office. People are probably thinking, why has he got such a shitty screen if he's telling us how to get rich? I don't care. Why has he got such a shitty camera if he's telling us how to get rich? I don't care. Why is he not wearing Gucci shoes to impress us or Louis Vuittons? I don't care. Because I know that when I go from there to there, people will see the realness rather than this fake shit in here where everyone's going, oh, look at me. I have a nice car. I must be successful. Respect me. Oh, look at me. I've upgraded my house again. Let me make a video on my new house. Let me make a video on my new car. Not interested, guys. Not interested. My entire focus and aim is to get here and to take you guys from there to there with me. All this middle fucking grand shit, all this grey zone, all this dark matter that's in the middle. This is what fucks your life up. This is where so many people get lost in the quicksand of life, of keeping up with the Joneses, trying to impress people. Never forget what I said in this video a million times. Bum life, dream life. Bum life, dream life. If any point you get insecure and you get down about your life and you feel like you just need a couple nice little things just to compensate, just to comfort you, I just need one holiday a year. I just need two. I just need a girlfriend just to make those long nights easier. It's like, fuck that. You go from one extreme to the other extreme. You start filling in the fucking gaps and the blanks. Forget about it. Money goes, time goes, ambition goes, life goes. This is a comfort zone. Stay in the trenches. As soon as you get in this comfort zone, life gets too easy. You start enjoying it. You start settling a little bit more. Stay vicious. Stay hungry. Once you've got that dream life, make the leap. You can cash in on those chips. But until you've got it, why the fuck are you stopping working? Why the fuck are you taking weekends off? You don't have your dream life yet. That's my motto. That's my mentality. I can't sleep with the women that I want to sleep with yet. I can't date them. I can't date these famous superstar models yet. So why am I stopping? I'm obviously not happy. I can't drive my dark green McLaren yet, my forest green P1. Why am I stopping? I can't live in this £15 million house and have another 7 houses, one in LA, one in New York, one in London, one in Paris, one here, one there, a holiday home in Greece. I can't have all that yet. So why would I go and get a mortgage on a decent house that was good enough, good enough so that people know I have a mortgage. I'm moving forward. It gives an impression, but it's not the reality. It gives an impression, but it's not your dream life. So who gives a fuck about all the people mingling around in here? Stay in that bum life, let everyone laugh at you, because trust me, when you make that giant leapfrog leap and you end up in your dream life, it'll all be worth it. So like I said, guys, if you don't have your dream life yet, if you don't have everything that you need, if you can't achieve what you want to achieve yet, women, house, car, whatever it might be, business plans, stay in the bum zone. Just stay in there. Who gives a fuck? Make that leap eventually to your dream life. But all this middle shit, all these purchases, all this draining zone, it'll fuck you up and it fucks everyone up. Stop keeping up with the Joneses.